do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought they could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can call for the D like a turkey. I run straight through the...
It's Gurley power. It's the coach. And this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Todd Gurley. Fresh off a standout performance a week ago, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way. Out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On first down, it's Gurley. A set. Todd Gurley. Wave goodbye. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Todd Gurley. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are the Giants under second-year coach Pat Shurmur. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. This offense can be flashy at times, and a big reason for that is Perryman.
I like the way you use the word big, because that's exactly what Brashad Perryman is. A big receiver with a ton of speed. Runs so well, yet that strength downfield really confounds defensive backs. Is it okay if I tell you I played against his dad in college?
Well, I'm just impressed that you worked confounds into the broadcast.
I'm impressed I'm still alive because I played against his dad in college.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Taylor. Got a man. It's Brashad Perryman. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. Defensive side of the football, the starters here for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on 1st down. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And We always talk about identity, setting a tone, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey. You turn into a heck of a DB, though, partner.
50's a mic. 50's a mic. Here we go. Here we go.
On third down, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Cook running right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Silver. Switch it.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it. 4th down, here's Taylor. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now a draw play for Gurley. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now here's Michael Dixon. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go.
New York set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
First down, here's Cousins. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Taylor, the attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that. And when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Throwing, Cousins, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on this. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Third and long, it's Taylor. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Another carry now for Gurley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Let's go!
2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrett Davis racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And now out come the Giants. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with this. The spot they're in now.
Issue for them in this game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with some. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play fake. Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jared Davis, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with him.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a 1-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. 1-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
You can't block me.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Giants. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage. scrimmage. Okay.
Yeah, in this case.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrett Davis in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Another tone for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Taylor. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He finds Austin complete. A good pickup there, a 22. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll run with Cook. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Taylor. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
Cousins. And this is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Gurley. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Fielded at the 20. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They run it again with Cook. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues.
Yeah, 60 out 51. Stay with your man.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Second and 7.
Hey, Mike 51.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And Todd Gurley, wave goodbye He's at the 30, 10, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Buccaneers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit.
Bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that don't make sense. Ay, when you make it, bitch can make